presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
New York, New York. A town so nice they named it twice. It's the Big Apple, the city that doesn't sleep. It's all of those things, and the setting tonight is the Angels open a 4-game series with the Bronx Bombers. Coming off a series win against the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Angels landed in New York last night, and tonight from Yankee Stadium. It is game 1 of a 4-game series against the Pinstripers. Hi, everybody, from inside Yankee Stadium. We welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and yesterday afternoon in Pittsburgh, it was dramatic, of course. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot to give the Angels the lead for good, his 572nd of his career.
Yeah, 30th of his career at PNC Park, Victor. I mean, they needed that. It looked like throughout the entire game that they were not going to be able to win the series against the Pirates, but Albert Pujols got a fastball up in the strike zone, did a nice job as far as bringing his hand in, allowed him to get the barrel of the bat on that baseball, and he crushes it out to left center field, giving the Halos that 5-4 lead, eventually hold on to win the series. But what a swing by Albert Pujols, needing that big victory there in Pittsburgh to carry it here into New York.
Even in that weekend series, the offense continuing to click, and of course it's led by Mike Trout, and of course he has good numbers in this ballpark. Is there a ballpark that he does not have good numbers in?
No, but he really has good numbers here, Victor, no doubt about it. It's worthy of a Carlos Cam replay. A year ago today, Mike Trout went the other way for a home run. 4 career home runs in this ballpark. Perfectly suited for that inside-out swing for Trout to be able to hit the ball out here at Yankee Stadium. 360 career hitter here in this ballpark with 4 home runs and 9 RBI for Mike Trout here. So you know he's going to be swinging the bat well. You know you're going to need that offense to be able to pull this one out today.
Halos looking to keep that momentum going. Matt Shoemaker's on the mound for the Angels. We're just about ready for baseball here in the Bronx. Sit back and relax. Lineups at first pitch when we return.
This telecast of Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Hyundai. Great deals on amazing cars are going on now at your Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. By Jack in the Box, the Portobello Mushroom Buttery Jack is back. Taste it before it's gone. By Mercury Insurance, on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by the Jeep Renegade. Find your inner Renegade and reach your highest potential with an EPA estimated 31 highway miles per gallon. Stadium here in the Bronx. Game 1 of this 4-game series. All 4 night games. The Yankees have already taken the field, and Masahiro Tanaka is catching a ceremonial first pitch before he gets his warm-up pitches on. Did you ever do that?
No.
Right before a start?
No.
Now we've seen
I
it
was hoping to throw the first pitch for a strike, let alone catch one.
Let's take a look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the Angels as Tanaka gets ready for tonight's ball game. The Angels with the victory yesterday, now at 26-30 on the season. 8 games back in the American League West. Escobar leading things off at third base. Calhoun in right, Trout at center, Albert Pujols at DH, Cron at first base, Giavotella at second. Ortega gets a start in left. Jeff Bandy, after Carlos Perez caught all 3 games in Pittsburgh, gets a start tonight against the Yankees. And then Gregorio Petit batting ninth and playing shortstop. They're taking on the 27-year-old right-hander native of Japan. His name is Masahiro Tanaka.
And Tanaka, fastball, doesn't throw a lot of them. 87-93 slider, cut fastball, curveball, and very good split finger fastball. My go-to is to be successful against Tanaka. Look off speed, throws a ton of off speed pitches, and bring it in the zone. Whether it's a split finger or cut fastball or breaking ball, bring it in the zone. He will try to get you to chase below the knees and off the plate, bring it in the middle part of the plate. Can be successful.
Check out the defense for the Pinstripers tonight. It's Gardner, Ellsbury, and Beltran out in the outfield from left to right. Headley, Gregorios, Castro, and Refsnyder from third to first. McCann behind the plate.
And Castro, for the most part, has played shortstop with the Chicago Cubs that moved over to second base last year, but now this season primarily to second baseman for the New York Yankees. 54th start at second. He's committed 3 errors. Never played second before last year. Only a shortstop, a very strong throwing arm. In the shortstop position, very strong, obviously, from the second base position.
Halos have not fared well in this new ballpark, Gooby. Obviously, 2 teams that have struggled this year offensively. The Angels have picked it up, especially in the month of May, and rolling it into June. The Yankees, however, continue to struggle on the offensive side.
Yeah, I think when you look at the way the Angels have swung the bat of late, since basically the beginning part of May, they've used the middle of the field or hit the ball the other way, which plays perfectly into this ballpark because the ball carries so well to right center field.
Yeah, just 314 down the right field line, 318 down the left field line here at Yankee Stadium at 408 feet to straightaway center field. Tanaka's ready to go, as is Yunel Escobar. The Angels with the victory yesterday, now 14-13 out on the road. The Yankees here at home, a game over 500 at 13-12. Tanaka making his 12th start of the season. 3-1, a 2.78 ERA, second career start against the Angels. First one tonight is pulled through the left side. It's a leadoff single. You like to mention Escobar's batting average on off-speed stuff, and from Tanaka, you're going to see a lot of off-speed stuff.
Yeah, and that's exactly why I felt that was a good matchup for Escobar against Tanaka. Now 3 for 4 in his career. I was telling Paul O'Neill this before the game, is he's going to be swinging early against me, anticipating something off speed. Well, he got it right away and delivered a base hit.
Escobar coming off a 1-for-5 game, robbed a couple of times on some hard hit balls against the Pirates. Here's Cole Calhoun hitting .306, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs, 2 for 4 game yesterday with a double and a single. And Cole lifts one out toward right field. Carlos Beltran drifting back. He's on the warning track. He'll make the catch. Escobar's going to tag and test the arm, and a good decision as he puts himself in a scoring position.
You know, I was getting my scouting report from Dina Weeble about the arms in this Yankee outfield. And Beltran has always been a very good thrower in the outfield, but it's slowed down a bit, still around that 45 to 50 range as far as outfield strength. But when he's going back on the baseball, it's different. You see right there, going back on the ball a little bit more difficult for him to get something on the throw. Good decision by Escobar to advance in a scoring position for Mike Trout.
Especially get a little drift. Almost looked like Carlos didn't see the baseball cleanly off the bat. The Angels have a man in scoring position for Trout. Trout hitting .311 with 12 home runs, 41 runs batted in, 1 for 4 yesterday. Halos in the 5-4 victory against the Bucks. Went 1 for 6 with men in scoring position. Trout will look at a strike.
We've seen some early aggressive swings against Tanaka right away from Escobar and Calhoun. And Trouty's been very good on outside pitches, high pitches in the strike zone. Should be a matchup, very good matchup for Trout against Tanaka also, because he'll throw that cut fastball away.
Is that a signs meeting right there with Brian McCann? All three batters into this game, 3-4 pitches in, 3 pitches in. See a catcher go out there?
Yeah, make sure you know exactly what the signs go through with the man on second, but also just in case you're seeing Escobar leaning back one way or the other way as far as looking for parts of the plate, not necessarily the pitch, but where the pitch is being thrown. You'll see it, a guy at second base lean back towards second. That means the pitch is going to be in. Lean the other way means it's going to be away, depending on how the catcher is set up.
And yet another conversation here. Remember, 3 pitches into this game.
Unusual.
Yeah.
And if you're a hitter, you like this right now because there's a little bit of confusion. It means the pitcher's not necessarily feeling comfortable on a roll yet. Even if you look at his demeanor on the mound right now, you have to jump on him early.
Escobar at second. The 0-1 pitch. That's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trout 1 for 3 in his career against Tanaka. I mentioned the Angels have only faced him one other time. That was April 27th, 2014. Got a no decision now, but 11 strikeouts and 6 1/3. Two balls, 1 strike. Phil Cuzzy calling the balls and strikes tonight. Dan Bellino at first base. Clint Fagan at second. And Tom Hallion, the crew chief, over at third, the umpiring crew. This warm night here in New York, 81 degrees at first pitch. Beautiful day in the city after they got pounded with some rain yesterday and last night. That one off the foot. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Trout and most hitters in this lineup are not going to get a lot of fastballs. You talk about the lowest fastball percentage in the game, 27.9%. And to slip it as he hits that one off his foot, rolled his back ankle a little bit also on that swing. Again, not a lot of fastballs from Tanaka. See that percentage, 4th lowest percentage in the majors as far as throwing a fastball. He will throw a cut fastball in there too. Less than 28% of his pitches are fastballs.
2-2. And Trout lines one out to center field. Ellsbury will make the catch. Escobar back to second base.
In my Hyundai key for the game tonight, a little Jay-Z. When you face Tanaka, you have to see some of his pitches to be successful. Show me what you got. In other words, he's going to try to live below the strike zone consistently, bring him in the middle part of the plate, see what pitches he will throw in hitters' counts. Generally, something off speed.
Albert Pujols hitting .238, 12 home runs, 39 RBIs. 1 for 3 yesterday, and 3 runs batted in. And a sac fly in the first, and of course the 2-run home run in the 8th inning. Takes a strike. 1 home run away, tying Harmon Killebrew, the all-time list. Back in the American League ballpark, he's DHing with Crone over at first base. Crone had a couple of pinch hit opportunities against the Pirates over the weekend. He's on deck. Leadoff single for Escobar, went to second on a fly ball to right. Still there after Trout lined out to center. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tanaka's been as consistent as any starter has been, especially for the Yankees. Just 58 hits allowed in 71 1/3 innings, 56 strikeouts, 13 walks. He's gone at least 6 innings and allowed 1 earned run or fewer in 3 consecutive starts. 1-1. This little jam shot out to shallow center field. That'll get down for a base hit, and the Angels are going to take a 1-0 lead.
And we showed in the opening day that mammoth 2-run home run for Albert. Well, a little bit different, but it still goes in there for an RBI single. An all-speed pitch, almost on the handle of the bat, but still so strong to be able to get that into the outfield for an RBI single. His 40th RBI of the season for Albert Pujols. Early lead for the Angels.
It's a 4th straight game the Angels have scored in the first inning. Crow takes a fastball inside. CJ hitting .251 with 5 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Had a big pinch hit RBI double in the 7th yesterday. Tapper foul.
Well, the key for CJ Cron against Tanaka really is to stay back and think in terms of that line drive he can hit the right center field. And the way the baseball carries, that should be effective. A lot of pitches outside corner for Tanaka. He'll show in. The majority of his pitches are going to be away.
Modified shift with Castro, the second baseman, shading Cron up the middle. Big hole on the right side. Bounced into the dugout. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Albert picking up his 1,738th career run batted in. Currently sitting at 21st all time on that list. 1-2. And that is line to left. Brett Gardner's there though. He'll make the catch. A lot of sound in this inning. The Angels get 1 run. They take the early lead. So Matt Shoemaker will head to the mound with the Angels on top. Girardi starting lineup for the Pinstripers of New York at 26-30 on the season. 6.5 back into 4th place in the East. It's Ellsbury, Gardner, Beltran in the outfield. As a matter of fact, all 3 outfield positions there. Rodriguez, the DH, McCann behind the plate. Castro at second, Gregorius at short. Headley, the 3rd baseman, and Ref Snyder batting 9th and playing first base. Taking on Matt Shoemaker, who's making his 11th start of the season. 3-6 with a 5.50 ERA.
He has thrown the ball so well the last 3 starts. ERA 1.59. My go-tos for Shu to be successful today. Continue to be a strike thrower. He's been very good, especially first pitch strike throwing and down and away, whether it's his fastball or split finger fastball against the majority of these left-handed batters.
Jacoby Ellsbury to lead things off, the center fielder, now 32 years of age. In .278, couple of home runs, 18 runs batted in. He swings first pitch, lines one to right. Cole over to cut it off, does so, and Ellsbury will stop at first with a leadoff single.
So both leadoff hitters extremely aggressive on the first pitch.
Halos defensively tonight stack up like this. Ortega, Trout, and Calhoun in the outfield. Escobar and Petit on the left side. Giabatella and Cron on the right with Bandy behind the dish.
And Mike Trout in center field, in the spacious center field here in Yankee Stadium, has been very good. When you think about it, his last 313 games played at center, 12 outfield assists and only 3 errors by Mike Trout in center field.
Brett Gardner, the left fielder, now up. Ellsbury will run. 12 stolen bases, has been caught 5 times. No balls, 1 strike. Gardner hitting .237. 5 home runs, 12 runs batted in, has 7 doubles as well.
Well, I think you just pitched Gardner away. He's pretty quick on fastballs in, breaking balls in. Shoemaker's allowed 5 stolen bases in 5 attempts this year. Has 1 pickoff, 5 career pickoffs, something that the Angels have done very well this season as far as the pickoff. 15 of them, which leads baseball.
Ellsbury takes off. The pitch is low. The throw down to second. A good one, and they got him. Ellsbury doesn't like the call.
Girardi's going to look at it. You can see him moving around in his dugout already, but what a quick throw by Jeff Bandy. And then a quick tag also. Pretty good jump. Throw right on the money, like he got him. See right here, better angle.
They're going to challenge the call. Ellsbury had walked off the field, so they will take a look at it.
You know, one angle a little bit better if you're a Yankee as far as looking to see if he got his foot in there.
That angle there looks like maybe the foot got there just ahead of the tag. This one's tough to tell when the tag is applied, unless you call that a tag.
Very, very close. It looked like he might have got his foot in there before the tag was applied, though.
Ellsbury immediately popped up, thought that the call was incorrect, but then walked off the field. So stolen base, which was called out at second base, being reviewed now. Challenged by Girardi and the Yankees.
Tom Hallion, the crew chief over there with Clint Fagan. Good to know that Tom Hallion will be there on Thursday behind the plate.
A long look in here. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Angels. A single by Ellsbury. And potential caught stealing. See what the call is, and out is the call. So no more challenges for the Yankees. Call stands clearly. And that's the challenge you run when you make a challenge on either side. You've got to make sure that you've got definitive evidence,
especially
that the call's going to get
this
overturned
early in the game.
Yeah.
An expected close game throughout.
So it's a caught stealing.
What a throw by Jet Bandy, though.
Yeah. 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brett Gardner. He bounces this one over to Cron. Backhand. Pete Shoemaker, 2 down. I wonder if we'll ever get to a point with reviews where, during the playoffs, World Series, we get some of these special cameras in the ground by the bases. If that would help matters, at least to add a different angle. And same goes, really. I'm surprised that it's 2016 and they still haven't put cameras on the foul poles, so you get stuff down the line. Because a lot of teams, what is it? Maybe the Blue Jays that actually have the potential to shoot down the third base. I know they've got the low camera on the first base side that shoots down the third base line, but not many teams have the all those angles covered.
And it would allow the manager to be quicker on that decision, too, you would think. It took Joe Girardi a long time to decide to challenge that, and it ends up going the other way against him.
Beltran hits one sharply past Giavatello, and it's a 2-out single for the veteran. Man on for Alex Rodriguez. Shoemaker, by the way, coming off a start in which he ended up taking the loss against the Tigers, but he went 7 innings, gave up 10 hits, just 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts and no walks.
And that's been the theme for him of late. A lot of strikeouts and no walks. 31 of them, as a matter of fact, and no walks last 3 starts.
Rodriguez a DH. Alex takes a strike. Now 40 years of age. He'll turn 41 later on this year. Hitting .211 with 7 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Spent some time on the disabled list in May due to a hamstring issue. 694 career home runs, currently placing him 4th on the all-time list.
It's a good little slider there from Shoemaker. His velocity on his fastball has been consistent, 90 to 94 range, but settles in that 90-92 range.
And a bevy of splitters.
Both these pitchers.
Yeah. Have turned things around for Shoemaker. Beltran with a short lead at first, 2 outs. 1-2.
As the game progresses, we'll give you a different look of the split finger fastball for Shoemaker's compared to Tanaka, how different that pitch will move, because both of them, like I said, throw quite a few of them.
Bounce foul. The count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodriguez last year returned to the Yankees at .250 with 33 home runs, 86 runs batted in. 33 home runs, the most he'd had since 2008 with the Yankees when he hit 35.
And one pitch you'll see throughout the series for Angel pitchers against Alex Rodriguez, that up and in fastball. Although the way Shoemaker's been throwing all his pitches down so well, he might not try that at this point.
And down goes Rodriguez. The first is in the books. We head to the second with the Angels up 1-0.
Tell Ortega and Bandy to face Masahiro Tanaka, 27-year-old who gave up a couple of hits, no strikeouts, no walks in the first inning. 3 fly ball outs too. A couple of them hard hit. Givatella hitting .274 with a couple home runs, 18 runs batted in. Johnny looks at a strike. Givatella hitless yesterday, going 0 for 4. And 3 for 13 in the weekend series against Pittsburgh. He bounces this one over to third. That's Chase Headley. 1 down.
Well, the amazing thing about hitters against Tanaka, I was talking to Paul Sorrento and Dave Hansen, the hitting coaches for the Angels. What you try to do against Tanaka, and the whole theory has been and will continue throughout this game, is try to bring the pitches in the zone, middle part of the plate, but above all, don't chase when this pitch starts at the knees, because it will be out of the strike zone. So bring the pitches up in the zone and bring it towards middle to middle away.
Rafael Ortega will take strike 1. Hitting .245 with 3 doubles, a home run, and 9 runs batted in. Rafa got the start at left field yesterday. Went 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Also picked up a stolen base. Backdoor breaking ball catches the corner. It's 0-2.
Or at least close to the outside corner.
In the general vicinity?
Yes.
Foul back.
It's a 4-seam fastball there from Tanaka, 91. Remember when he first came to the major leagues, he was around 94, 95, consistent with his fastball. Still threw a lot of off-speed pitches. He has dealt with some elbow issues as a member of the Yankees.
Foul at the plate. They signed a 7-year deal. He was posted, and they signed a 7-year deal with the Yankees prior to 2014. Last year made just 24 starts after spending some time on the disabled list with the right wrist, forearm strain. Compiled a 12-7 mark with a 3.51 ERA. Career record in Japan, 99-35.
It's a pretty good winning percentage in both places.
1 ball, 2 strikes. At the national high school record for strikeouts. Taking over for Daisuke Matsuzaka, who had the previous record.
He have about 8 different pitches.
8 different pitches
and never gave in on
8-hour games.
Yes. About 110 pitches in 5 innings.
Yeah. Never
gave up any hits or any runs, but it was it took a while.
There's the 1-2. Ortega skies one out to center. Not very deep. Ellsbury calling for it. 2 down. And the Halos will take on the Indians beginning on Friday at 7:05. And on Friday night, fans in attendance will receive a one-of-a-kind cooler bag courtesy of your Colt probiotic drink while supplies last. Visit angels.com/promotions to get your tickets today.
Today.
Do it now. Right now.
At this moment.
Right now. Stop what you're doing. It's 4:37 Pacific time right now.
Stop. Do it.
Not if you're on the 5, 405, 91.
Well, there's a pretty good chance you have already stopped if you're on those.
Stopped automatically.
Yes.
Take out the phone. Put down the Fox Sports Go app. Jet Bandy takes a fastball upstairs. Bandy 3 for 10 so far with the Angels. 1 double, 3 RBIs. Chasing the off-speed pitch, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Mentioned the Angels 4 games under 500 at 26-30. Same exact record as the New York Yankees. The last time the Yankees and the Angels met this late in the season, each under 500, August 23rd, 1992. And Bandy rips one down the line, but it hooks foul.
It's a long time ago. Both these franchises have been successful for a long period of time. So 92, that was just before that magical run for the Yankees started.
Yep.
When Derek Jeter joined the team. Certainly helped out.
And we usually have some sort of Yankeeography when we come to the ballpark during batting practice going on the screen, center field. And he takes down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Today was the Yankees Braves World Series.
That was always fun as a visiting player to come in there and watch those things all the time.
Yeah. And he taps it foul. Yankees had to get through Baltimore, remember, and that was the infamous, what was the kid's name in right field on the Jeter home run? Well, so-called home run. Jeffrey Mayer.
Jeffrey Mayer.
Yeah.
Yes. Richie Garcia, the umpire out there.
He was at the wall too.
One of my favorite umpires, by the way.
2-2. Bandy goes down, swing got tied up. First strikeout for Tanaka. The Angels go down in order, but still lead at 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
Yankees 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Now it's time for In the Driver's Seat, which is brought to you by Kia. Matt Shoemaker back to the pitching mound for the second inning. And Shoe has been unbelievable in his last 3 starts. The 6th pitcher ever with 0 walks and 30 or more strikeouts in a 3-start span. Mike Scott, Kurt Schilling, Cliff Lee, Chris Archer, and Clayton Kershaw. Some impressive names up there with Matt Shoemaker in that 3-game span.
Brian McCann takes a strike. .220 hitter for the veteran catcher. 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Native of Athens, Georgia. The home of UGA. Call them the Dogs down there.
Is that the way
D-A-W-G-S.
Can you say that again?
Dogs.
No, I like it. Whereas when your kids say it one more time, Dad. One more time.
2 balls, 1 strike. McCann lifts one out toward left center field. That is a deep part of this ballpark. Trout will call off Ortega. 1 out. For a left-handed batter to go out that way takes a serious drive. It's .399 in the power alley.
Good communication there, too, between Trout and Ortega. Ortega going after it initially, but Trout calls him off and makes that play on the well-hit baseball by McCann.
Starlin Castro in his first season with the Yankees, acquired in the offseason trade with the Cubs. Former shortstop, now everyday second baseman, hitting .249. And .265 last year for the Cubbies. He pulls this one out to left field. Off the end of the bat, Ortega got fooled on it, dives and knocks it down. Castro will turn, trying to go to second to throw a little bit high, and in time.
And can't review it. Another good throw from the outfield position there for Ortega. That's his 6th outfield assist.
That's that long swing where an outfielder gets fooled. You see him kind of curl back around.
Yeah,
luckily, the ball stayed near him.
Yeah, that route he took. But now quickly he got up and threw a high throw, but a firm throw, and the tag applied by Giavotella. Ortega, very strong throwing arm. Didn't even get the foot to the base.
No, still hasn't. Still trying.
Almost there.
Yeah.
26 starts in the outfield, and again, 6 outfield assists for Ortega. Very impressive.
Yeah, a lot of times you think that a left fielder are left fielders for a reason. And a good chunk of the time they are, because they don't have or possess the throwing arm to play center or right. Ortega, of course, the center fielder by trade. This one out to center. Gregorius lifting this one out to Trout. The Angels are out of this second inning. We head to the third. Halos up 1-0. Live with MLB.com at-bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with game day, live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone or tablet. Halo sending up 9-1-2. Petit, Escobar, and Calhoun against Tanaka. Retired the Angels in order in the second and picked up his first strikeout. Gregorio Petit back at shortstop once again. Hitting .243, 7 doubles, 6 runs batted in. He pulls this one foul. Hello, Ron Renicky.
He's loose now.
Yeah,
he's looking in the dugout. You know somebody's giving a little bit of grief.
That's hit out to center field, hit well. Ellsbury going back, and that's over his head. Well struck by Petit, and it bounces over the wall for a double.
Another double for Petit. That's 3 straight at bats with a double, including his last 2 at bats yesterday, first at bat today. That's an 0-2 pitch. And Tanaka shook off McCann a number of times to go to a slider, and this slider's out over the plate. Exactly what the Angels hitters are looking for today. Something out over the plate, at least above the knees to drive, and exactly what Petit did. One hops the wall and over that wall by Monument Park.
Leadoff man on board. Here's Escobar, who had a leadoff single with a run scored in the first. Drops a bunt on the third base side. Tanaka has it. Sacrifice advances Petit over to third base. A little surprised,
especially the way he's been swinging the bat, and that was certainly on his own. As you can see how well Tanaka fields his position, he gets over there. That was a pretty good bunt. But you got to trust the way he's swinging the bat right now to drive in a run. He can hit the ball so well the other way.
Yankees will bring their infield in with one out. Calhoun at the plate. Cole had a good swing and just got underneath one. Hit it to right field in the first, so he's 0 for 1. Down and in. By the way, that's the second sacrifice for you now this year. Well, no, out toward left center field. Ellsbury tried to chase it down, and he will as he steps onto the track. Tagging and scoring is Petit. It's 2-0 Angels on a sac fly by Calhoun. Terrific play by Ellsbury in center.
Yeah, good read off the bat. He had to go a long, long way. You've seen how well the baseball is carrying. I was talking to the guys today earlier. They had early batting practice. They said the baseball was just jumping out of here. And you can see that right here. Good swing. Look how far he's got to go and track that baseball down, Ellsbury. Great as he gets to the warning track, but a good, productive swing by Cole Calhoun, getting the job done. The sacrifice bunt works.
That ball kind of slicing away from Ellsbury off a left-handed bat. Here's Trout, takes down and away. Shot a fly ball to center field in the first, so he's 0 for 1.
It's great career numbers against the Yankees. 337 with 7 home runs.
2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 Angels here in the third with 2 outs. Bases clear.
Boy, Cole has hit the ball good twice already against Tanaka. To the warning track in right center, to the warning track in left center.
3-0.
The other day, Trout swung on a 3-0 pitch. If he gets a fastball, I anticipate him swinging here also.
Called a strike. Pujols on deck. There's ball 4. That's the first walk issued by either starter. They'll take their chances with Albert. Albert delivered an RBI single in the first. Pick up his 40th run batted in. He's now 1 behind Trout for the team lead.
Also keep an eye on Mike Trout as potential stolen base threat here. McCann has only thrown out 19% of would-be base stealers. Tanaka's times at the plate about 1.3 to 1.35, but McCann throws the second at 2-1. So it's a good combination to try to steal a base. Ideally for a pitcher, 1.3 range catcher, 2-0. So 3-3 to be able to throw out a pretty good base stealer. This combination has not been that this season.
First one to Albert. He's in there for a strike. In those times, of course, for a pitcher, from kick, from the minute he lifts up that leg kick till the ball hits the glove of the catcher. And for a catcher, it's what they call pop to pop. As soon as he catches it, to the middle infielder's glove.
Plus, when you think of Tanaka, we talked about how little amount of fastballs he throws. So in other words, as a catcher, you're catching split finger fastballs, cutters, and sliders down in the strike zone or below.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Trout was thinking about going. Tanaka's doing a nice job as far as holding the baseball, though. Not giving him any momentum as far as trying to steal. Has 3 career pickoffs. He's allowed 2 stolen bases in 3 attempts this year. A long look in. Again, the beauty of having somebody at first base that can run, the threat of a stolen base, you're distracted as a pitcher. That's when you're more apt to make a mistake. And with Albert's power, that's what you're hoping for, a distracted pitcher.
Trout takes off. Albert takes the pitch inside to throw down by McCann. Is not a time. A stolen base. And again, nothing the Yankees can do as far as challenging.
8 stolen base this year for Trout. A good jump. The long throwing motion also. And that slide, that head first slide, it seemed to go forever for Trout.
Girardi's going to come out here. What's he going to ask for? A crew chief review?
I mean, if you have a review available, you probably could check that. That foot was blocking the base. Very difficult for Trout to get his hand in there.
I mean, that's the risk you run of challenging so early in the game.
Another RBI scenario for Albert Pujols, who had a base hit and an RBI in the first inning.
Two balls, 1 strike. Albert fouls it at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down low. Nice dig by McCann. Full count.
Full count, open base doesn't necessarily mean Albert's going to get a fastball here from Tanaka.
Crone's on deck. Remember, Crone lined out to left. Right to Brett Gardner to end the first inning. 2-0 Angels, looking for more here. 3-2 to Albert. And he walks him. So back-to-back walks to Trout and Pujols. Puts 2 men on now with 2 outs and CJ coming up.
And all of a sudden that pitch count rising for Tanaka.
Castro playing toward the middle, so big hole on the right side. Outfield straight up with Crone. He taps this one foul. This one's ripped foul. And a whiff by the ball boy.
Don't blame him. That ball was rocketed at him. Playing the carom off the wall. That's what he's trying to do. Keep him to a double.
Kind of looks like a young C.J. Cron.
Does, yeah. Good call. Another 0-2 count in this inning for Tanaka. See if he can make a mistake here again.
Called strike 3. Down goes Cron, and the Angels leave a couple of men off. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Angels up 2-0. Pacific on Fox. Baseball Night in America has one of the best rivalries in baseball as the Giants take on the Dodgers. Then at 6:30 p.m. Pacific on FS1, the Indians battle the Angels in a game you can only see on FS1, or you can watch it live on Fox Sports Go.
Indians, the first place Cleveland in the AL Central.
Who knew?
Swept the Royals in a 4-game series.
Chase Headley, Rob Refsnyder, and Jacoby Ellsbury. 8-9-1 for the Yankees here in the 3rd. No balls, 2 strikes. Headley hitting .245, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in.
That's a good split finger fastball there from Shoemaker. Early on, his slider and fastball have been very good. He's starting to get a feel for that split finger fastball now.
Headley goes down swinging. First out, second strikeout for Shoemaker.
Like that one, that was a nasty split. See exactly where this pitch starts and then ends up. That's at the knees, ends up in the dirt.
Refsnyder, the first baseman, takes a strike. He's 5 for 20 since being called up. 4 doubles, 4 runs batted in. He was at .294 AAA. A couple of home runs, 10 RBIs down there. For the Orange County native, actually born in Seoul, South Korea, was adopted by a Laguna Hills family. He and his sister were. He was 5 months old, grew up in Laguna Hills, was a stud at Laguna Hills High School, baseball, basketball, and football. Went to University of Arizona. Was a 5th round pick in 2012 for the Yankees. Now with Mark Teixeira on the disabled list, getting an opportunity. Converted outfielder. Pulls this one foul. The count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See that reaction from Shoemaker. He didn't get that split finger fastball down, but got away with it. He's off the inside corner enough where he can't keep that one fair.
Way outside. Evens up the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 punch outs. 3 hits allowed for Shoemaker. Refsnyder pulls one sharply over the third. Escobar to the backhand. Sidearm flip to first, 2 down.
A solid play by Escobar. That ball was hit pretty hard, right at him. Backhand, strong throw across the diamond. The prep step on the backhand. Able to gather himself and a firm throw to first base to get the second out of the inning.
Those have been some of the issues, some of the plays that Escobar's had issues with, the ones that had plenty of time, but he got rid of him quickly.
Yeah, a lot of times when he has time, he really drops his elbow down in a sidearm throw.
Ellsbury cues this one back to the mound. Shoemaker's got it. Long underhand toss. It a 1-2-3 inning for Shoemaker. We're through 3. Yankee Stadium with the Angels on top 2-0. Vitello to lead things off here against Masahiro Tanaka. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits allowed for the right-hander. Threw quite a few pitches in the third. That's because he ended up working around Trout and Pujols. Those guys picked up walks before striking out C.J. Cron. Vitello 0 for 1 as he grounded to third his first time up. Take upstairs.
Back-to-back pitches in the upper part of the strike zone. Had a slider upstairs, got away with that.
One. This one's lined to short. Gregorius has it. 1 down. Every fan matters when the Angels take on the Twins on Wednesday, June 15th at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a canvas beach backpack courtesy of Chevron Extra Mile while supplies last. Visit angels.com/promotions to get your tickets. Ortega fly ball to center field in the second. Outfield assist, mentioned the 6th of the year. It's good for 4th in Major League Baseball already.
When we played 26 starts out there.
1 ball, 1 strike. This one's looped out towards center. Ellsbury moves over. 2 down. So Jet Bandy now at the plate. Struck out down the second. Takes a strike.
Jet Bandy with the open stance, closes it when the pitch is about ready to be thrown. Still looking on the inner half of the plate though.
He shoots this one out to right field. Beltran was playing shallow. He'll put it away. And Tanaka with a 1, 2, 3, 4th. An 8-pitch inning as we hit at the bottom of the 4th. Angels still lead it.
Brought to you by Ram Trucks. We're going to show you the difference. We talked about it earlier. This split finger fastball from Shoemaker, the straight down action that he's able to stay on top of this fastball. Then split finger fastball, the way it drops, the splitter excellent. And Tanaka, his split a little more running action down and in as compared to straight down for Shoemaker. But both real good results as far as starting at the knees and then ending below the strike zone.
2, 3, and 4 for the Yankees here in the 4th. Gardner, Beltran, and Rodriguez. 2 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits allowed for Shoemaker. Bouncer over to Giavatello. Gardner retired for the 2nd time tonight.
And that's his good scouting too, Victor, when you think about it. Gardner's had a tough time with outside pitches this whole season. What Shoemaker started with, a pitch, a split finger fastball, outside corner, gets him to roll that one over the second base. He's coming into the game 167 as far as pitches on the outside part of the plate, which is 10th lowest in the majors. That's exactly what he wanted to do and got a quick out with it.
1-0 count on Beltran on a single in the first. Eight-time All-Star, three-time Gold Glove Award winner, and the former Rookie of the Year back in '99 with Kansas City.
How about that outfield with Beltran, Jermaine Dye, and Johnny Damon at one point? Pretty good outfield.
Not too shabby.
Not that they're struggling right now in the outfield in Kansas City, but that outfield was dynamic.
This one hit towards short. Petit has it. 2 down. Carlos just recently hit his 400th career home run. He's 405 now in his career.
Hall of Famer?
You know, he's going to get some consideration. Mentioned his Rookie of the Year. MVP balloting, his best finish was 4th as a member of the Mets in 2006. So just 2 top 10 MVP finishes for him. I don't know.
Multiple Gold Gloves, great postseason numbers.
Yeah. Rodriguez swinging first pitch, pops it up behind the plate. Bandy gets rid of the mask, but it's in the seats.
At the old ballpark, that's a routine out.
Yes.
That used to go way back, the backstop, with the old Yankee Stadium. Trust me, backing up home plate as much as I did over the years there, it's a long run.
So you're speaking of experience.
Yes. Wishing it was this short. Less running. Conserving energy. .36 pitches thrown so far for Shoemaker, helped out by some solid defense. Jet Bandy threw out a would-be base stealer. Rafael Ortega with a perfect throw to second.
All right, Rodriguez so late on that fastball, unable to catch up with it. 3rd strikeout for Shoemaker. 4 in the books. 2-0 Angels.
This telecast of Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Subaru, making the world a better place. That's why they created Subaru Loves to Care, Subaru's commitment to a healthier community. And by El Pollo Loco, try the new fire-grilled chicken burritos today.
Top of the 5th inning. Beautiful shot of downtown. There's a gorgeous city, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Game box score for the Angels, just a total of 3 hits. 2 in the first inning, Escobar and Pujols, and then the double by Petit in the 3rd.
Some good situational hitting, some good base running so far. Results in both runs.
This one's lined out to left field. Petit out to Gardner for the first out.
He's looking for his 4th straight double. Hit that one well.
He's
Early
trying.
aggressive swinging. Four straight outs in the air against Tanaka.
Escobar swinging first pitch, comes up empty. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored in the first. Had a sac bunt in the third.
There's 2 outs on the ground so far against Tanaka. It's exactly the game plan that the Angels have had against Tanaka. Try to bring him up into the strike zone. He hits the baseballs hard, but at some of the outfielders at this point.
Back up the middle, but Castro perfectly positioned, bobbles it. Escobar not necessarily running hard, gets thrown out for the second out.
Well, that baseball was scalded right back up the middle. Right over that pitching rubber. Knocks Castro back, been able to recover and throw out Escobar at first base. Not a lot of pitches thrown by Tanaka this inning, but if Cole gets a first pitch fastball, he will be hacking here.
Just like that.
At this point, he's only thrown 6 pitches so far in this inning.
Yeah, he needed 8 to retire the side in order in the fourth. Cole, a fly ball to right field in the first inning, had a sac fly to left center field. A terrific running catch by Ellsbury, but picked up his 30th run, batted in.
See that third inning, which he threw 20 pitches. A couple of walks in that inning. Pitched, basically didn't give in to Trout or Pujols. Thing about this Yankee team, if you get to that bullpen, you want to get to the guys around this part of the game. You certainly don't want to deal with some of those arms they have in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. With Betances, Chapman, Miller, strikeout machines.
Foul back.
Three infielders on that right side of the infield. Headley moves over second base. Gregorius stays over in a shortstop position. Again, going through some signs, just looking in there to determine what he's throwing. There's a split in there, a cut fastball. He shook off a fastball. At that point, McCann knows exactly what he wanted to throw.
And Cole goes down swinging. Tanaka picks up his 3rd strikeout. Halo's down in order once again. To the bottom of the 5th we go, and the Angels still leading it. in the 100th anniversary of the Copa America tomorrow as they take on rival Costa Rica. It all starts at 4 p.m. Pacific, only on FS1, or you can watch the entire tournament live on Fox Sports Go. To the bottom of the 5th, Halos up 2-0. McCann, Castro, and Gregorius coming up for the Pinstripers here in the 5th.
Pretty cool soccer field just outside of Yankee Stadium here, with real close to the grounds where the old Yankee Stadium used to be. A lot of great playing fields for all the youngsters around this area to be able to play sports.
Brian McCann 0 for 1 with a fly ball to center. Takes a strike on the first pitch.
You said that a lot today. First pitch strike throwing by Shoemaker once again.
Tied for first. And first pitch strike percentage 70.4. He gets McCann to ground this one to Grown for the first down. That's 8 straight retired by Shoemaker. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Cuban, we talk about first pitch percentage too with Matt Shoemaker, where the early part of his season he was getting shellacked on his fastball. He's changed things around. Now this is 4th consecutive start in which he's been effective. A lot of it because he's gone to the splitter, not afraid to throw the splitter first pitch.
Yeah, sometimes we get all of us get caught up in that first pitch strike, but if it's not a quality, there again, that was a split finger fastball first pitch. If it's not a quality first pitch strike, it's down the middle of the plate, it gets hit. See how many strikeouts he's had since his last walk, 36 of them, which is the longest streak in Angel history. Getting ahead of the count with a split finger fastball and then still having the velocity and location with his fastball. Been very, very effective for him. Again, the quality of that first pitch, so important for Shoemaker and most pitchers.
It looked like Phil Cuzzy was going to ring that one up. He doesn't. 2 balls and a strike. Castro hit one off the end of the bat to left field and fooled Ortega. Fell in for a hit. Rafael left his feet. Castro's tried to stretch it into a double, got thrown out. There's a strike, 2-2. So one is a single for Starlin. Reaching for it, bouncing it to the right side. Giavatelli gets rid of it quickly, 2 down.
So Johnny did a nice job of getting his body in front of that, allow him to get a little bit more on that throw, which you're going to need to have with Castro running down the line. So he's playing towards the middle, and that's off the end of the bat. He had to go quite a distance, but a nice little hop for him, and they got himself in good throwing position to throw out Castro at first base. Well done by Johnny Giavatelli, who definitely has improved his defense this season. Again, that's split finger fastball, first pitch strike. You're exactly right on that one, Victor, and it's a nasty one. Because they know he's throwing. They're seeing the same thing. They're seeing those same printouts. First pitch strike thrower.
Bouncer over to second. A 1-2-3 inning for Shoemaker. Make that 10 straight retired by the right-hander. Tanaka's matching him though, but he's trailing at 2-0.
But greater coverage of baseball. The Astros struggling once again against Texas, 2-0. Kansas City, Baltimore, solid pitching matchup, 0-0, and it's a delay in Pittsburgh. We got out of there just in time, by the way.
Yeah, we did.
Win 2 out of 3 against the Pirates. Boy, but what about Texas against Houston? Colby Lewis, I think, on the mound today. He's been unbelievable against the Astros.
The old Silver Boot Series. Texas decided advantage so far. Trout, Pujols, Cron for the Angels here in the 6th inning. This one's fouled off.
And Mike Trout has been so good this season as far as high pitches, all speed, and outer part of the plate. You see the hot zone for Trout, upper part of the strike zone, the adjustments he has made. 500 batting average over the middle, 444 up and in, middle away, 500. Also pretty solid down and in. They're going back inside.
Ground ball toward short. Didi Gregorius has it. 1 down. Trout 0 for 2 with a walk now.
Did a pretty good job of bringing his hands inside to be able to get the barrel of that bat on it, but Gregorius made a nice play on that ground ball by Trout. And one thing you notice over the years with the Yankees, they do pay a lot of attention to those statistics and trying to stay on that inside part of the plate, but middle in, around belt high to thigh high as far as the fastball inside against Trout.
Albert takes a strike. Pujols, an RBI single in the first, walked in the 3rd. 2 free passes for Tanaka, both in the 3rd inning to Trout and Albert.
Go back to my Hyundai key for this game. Jay-Z, show me what you got. So far, there's been some pretty good swings against Tanaka, though. Not a lot of numbers as far as hits. Some well-hit baseballs. He's leading this one 2-0. Know exactly his patterns right now. Trying to bring him up in the strike zone.
Jammed him. Rolls it foul. The count is at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Albert Pujols picked up his 40th RBI. Again, the RBI machine that he is, on pace for 113 this season.
Line towards center field. Ellsbury will play it on the hop. A 1-out single for Albert. He's 2 for 2 on the evening. First base runner for the Angels since Pujols walked in the 3rd.
Good piece of hitting there by Albert. Pitch up, little cut fastball. Stayed with it. Good part of the bat on it. Middle part of the field. Really good when you see Albert hit a ball like that to center field, to right center field.
TJ Cron 0 for 2 with a line out to left and a strikeout.
Batting average against Tanaka coming into the game, 218. Only has 6 home runs allowed, but of the 6, 4 have been the right-handed batters.
This is ripped to left, a base hit. Elevated that pitch that you were talking about. The Angels have 2 men on with 1 out here in the 6th.
I was asking Paul Sorrento about that and their approach and what they're trying to do today against Tanaka. And I said, how difficult is that to tell your hitters to lay off those pitches downstairs? And they look at a lot of film of Tanaka, not a lot of at bats against him for many of these hitters for the Angels. So you just try to center him in the middle part of the plate and let anything that starts at the knees just let go. Now, if it's a strike, lower part of the strike zone, you tip your cap.
Giavatello has grounded out and lined out. So he's 0 for 2. Down and away. .75 pitches thrown by Tanaka so far. Of those 75, 50 strikes. Punches this one down the line. They have broken his bat.
And that's the thing about Tanaka. He doesn't walk many guys. When we talk about trying to be patient for him, we're not trying to work necessarily walks. You're trying to bring him into the strike zone, the middle part of the plate. Because if you go with him and start chasing pitches out of the strike zone, it's incredibly difficult to make good contact against him.
One. Lays off. 2 balls and a strike. Pujols at second. Cronin first.
It's a perfect example right there as a hitter, laying off that pitch. It starts at the knees because it's not going to stay in the strike zone. It's a good take by Giavatello.
Two balls, 1 strike. Johnny goes through the off-speed pitch.
Hit a pretty good pitch to hit. Slider just pulled off it. See his front shoulder opened up. Johnny's been good since the beginning of May as far as staying back, hitting down on the baseball, using the middle of the field.
With Pujols at second and Cronin at first, Tanaka worried about the base runners.
Especially on a 2-2 count. Maybe 3-2 count with 1 out.
It's the first of a 4-game series against New York. Angels will call up David Huff and get the start tomorrow. Just signed him to a minor league deal 3 weeks ago. Left-hander. Be on the mound for game 2. 2-2 again. Johnny takes low. Full count.
Again, trusting that pitch is not going to stay in the strike zone when it starts at the knees. Just a little bit below.
Runners go. 3-2. Yanked foul. Reset and do it again. 5 hits for the Angels, 3 for New York.
Big inning right here to add on.
Runners go again, and Johnny lifts one out to right. Beltran back a couple of steps. 2 down.
See, Beltran plays that right field here perfectly. Plays it shallow because anything in hard is going to get over your head and over the wall anyhow.
Right.
Take away a single. Nick Swisher used to play that right field pretty well here in this new ballpark. Played it shallow like that.
Would you say Swishalicious? You know you're down to use it. You know you want to. You saw John Sterling earlier today.
Yes, and that always makes you think of that.
You sent to share a text message. Hopefully he feels better.
You know, I did
on.
earlier today. I did.
Here's Ortega with 2 outs, 2 on. Rafael 0 for 2. A couple of fly balls to center field. Upstairs.
Well, Tanaka's really slowed down the pace after a couple pretty quick innings for him as far as number of pitches thrown. In that 4th and 5th inning, a lot here. In the 6th at a slower pace. Be his 20th pitch coming up this inning.
One ball, one strike.
See right here as far as pitches thrown. A tough 3rd, now tough 6th inning. As far as number of pitches after 2 really quick innings. 4th and 5th is 8 pitches thrown apiece.
Ground ball. This one down the line just goes foul. With Headley playing off the line, that was dangerous for the Yankees. But it just did go foul. And an 0-2 count on Ortega. Not a bad idea, taking that pitch away and just punching it that way.
Especially when the pitcher's throwing a lot of those pitches to you on the outer part of the plate or further off. Talking about highest chase percentage. Tanaka, 35.1%. Reason why, because a lot of those pitches he tries to get hitters to swing out of the strike zone.
Ground ball back up the middle. Gregorius will just force out Cron, and the Angels threat squashed here in the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the frame. Angels still on top 2-0. It'll be 8-9-1 coming up for New York to face Matt Shoemaker. He's retired 10 straight since giving up the single to Starlin Castro in the second inning. 46 pitches through 5 innings so far for Shoemaker. Chase Headley, a strikeout victim in the third. We'll take ball one just south of the strike zone.
Still pretty close to the strike zone, even when he misses that first pitch. It's pretty close. He's faced 17 batters, 13 first pitch strikes for Shoemaker.
This one's out towards center, more towards left center field. Trout was shading Headley that way, and he'll put it away for the first out.
First fly ball out for Shoemaker since back in the second inning on a fly ball out to Trout.
Ref Snyder grounded out to Escobar in the third, so he's 0 for 1. Lifts this one out toward left. Ortega has a long run. He'll get there. 2 down. Hey, register your little angel for the 2016 Junior Angels Kids Club for only $18. Members receive 4 ticket vouchers, a Junior Angels lunch bag, and other exclusive gifts. Sign up today at angels.com/juniorangels. Two outs, nobody on, and Jacoby Ellsbury coming up. There's a couple Junior Angels. John McEnroe.
Quite a few Angel fans.
It's Johnny Mac.
It's Patrick O'Neill's buddy.
Yeah. Looks just like him, doesn't he? That's not Johnny Mac.
I like where you're going, though. We always got to try to get Patrick O'Neill in there as much as possible, though.
2 balls, no strikes. John Lovitz is here today.
Perfect.
Ellsbury rips one out to right center field. That'll get down. Trout gets it on the warning track with Ellsbury's speed, however. It's a double regardless. The 9th double of the season and the 2nd hit for Ellsbury tonight.
One of the few times Shu has been behind in the count. Went after him with a fastball, challenged him, made him swing the bat, runs out the middle of the plate, 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and Ellsbury picks up his 9th double, 2nd hit of the game. Cut off well, though, by Trout to prevent him from getting a triple.
Two outs and a man in scoring position. Brett Gardner up. He's 0 for 2. First time tonight the Yankees have had a man reach second base.
Again, you see what they're trying to do against Gardner. Stay away. Split finger fastball first pitch. Right on the outside corner.
Yankees thought they had a couple of men at second base. Ellsbury was caught stealing in the first inning. And Castro thrown out by Ortega, trying to stretch a single into a double in the second. But Gardner mentioned 0 for 2.
In the vicinity towards second base.
Fortunately, Petit was shading that way.
Must have thought there was a pickoff play put on.
See, now that's using a pickoff and using your shift effectively.
To a proper advantage.
Absolutely. I'm sure there'll be a stat for that soon. Gardner thinking about bunting.
Almost looked like he did.
Yeah,
yes,
and he did.
I was going to say, he looked like he made that attempt. Now that was a nasty split finger fastball.
Gardner acted as if he's surprised that it's called a strike. And from up here, it certainly looked like he offered at it.
Well, it was in the strike zone anyhow.
Right. But that's not what he called it. He didn't check down at Tom Hallion.
Got to try that one again.
You can't take the bat forward and then pull it back as the pitch is coming. That's called offering at the pitch. Fouled off the mid of Bandy. The count remains at 0 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees this year, 216 batting average with men in scoring position. That's 29th in baseball.
Again, you think he should try an inside fastball. He's very good on the inside fastball. We showed that stat as far as outside pitches at 167.
The defense, however, is shaped up as if they're going to pitch him middle in, with Petit shading toward the middle. Escobar off the line at third. Outfield playing him the opposite way. 0-2 again. Up and away.
That's a good fastball there. Why? Because then you have that split finger fastball set up for down and away.
Good fuzz too at 94.
Yes. Johnny Damon, speaking to him earlier, he's another one of those guys you think, hey, I better pitch inside. That is the baseball he turned on. Kirk Gibson, who we just saw recently at home, was a guy that turned on the fastball in. Didn't hit many shots, necessarily power shots the other way. Was inside that he could turn on.
Ellsbury with a 2-out double, standing in scoring position. 1-2 to Gardner. Ground ball. This is over to Crone. He'll take it himself, and CJ beats Gardner, and the Yankees leave a man in scoring position. We head to the 7th. Angels leading at 2-0. Sports West is brought to you by Energy Upgrade California. It's easy to stay golden at energyupgradeca.org and by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Top of the 7th inning. Angels up by the score of 2-0. She never gets old.
No.
Masahiro Tanaka back out of the bump. He'll face 8-9-1. Bandy, Petit, and Escobar. Having thrown a total of 86 pitches. To Bandy chasing the off speed. He's in the hole at 0-1. Bandy, the catcher tonight, struck out in the second and a fly ball to right in the fourth. Out toward left center field. Brett Gardner calling for it. One down.
Tried to pull that pitch. Very difficult to square up off the end of the bat. Well off the outside corner. Petit has been very aggressive and has hit the ball hard twice now off Tanaka.
Double over the head of Ellsbury in the third inning. Came around to score, then to a fly ball to left in the fifth. Takes low. Two balls, no strikes. This is line to right. Good piece of hitting by Petit. The second hit of the ball game. And the Angels have a man on for Yunel Escobar.
Yeah, we talked about how well he's hit the ball all three at bats, but let's go back to his double in the third. That's our top tier play of the game, brought to you by Arco. On an 0-2 pitch, a slider out over the plate, crushed the ball to dead center field. Counting his back-to-back doubles at the end of the game yesterday, and that double there, 3 straight doubles. Now 2 hits in the game for Petit.
Escobar 1 for 2, a single with a run scored in the first, a ground down in the fifth. Also had a sac bunt. That was in the third inning. Petit goes, a little hit and run. Castro was at the bag and safe at second is the call. They get the out at first. Remember, the Yankees out of challenges.
I mean, you can run and look at replay all you want, but you can't ask for the replay to be checked. Girardi seems to be wanting to go up there towards the field.
And now Girardi's going to have a conversation with Clint Fagan.
The only thing you can ask for is ask to get some help. And maybe the first base umpire on the play. Or the third base umpire on the play.
Well, it's Tom Hallion, the crew chief, that would have to make the decision. And now Hallion's calling over Dan Bellino from first and Phil Cuzzi from behind the plate. What makes that play closer, and it looked as if Castro's foot may have beaten Petit, is the fact that his lead foot, Gregorio's that is, was in the air, as opposed to reaching for it. And they are going to do a little crew chief review here. It's at the discretion of the crew chief. It's the second time Girardi's been out since he lost his challenge in the first inning.
Again, you can ask for a crew chief review.
Right.
It doesn't have to be granted.
See how that lead foot goes in the air?
Yeah, but that back foot gets there pretty quick to the base. Yeah, the lead foot up in the air, for sure, not there in time. But the back foot was very close also.
I think he got him, Gooby. I think Castro's right foot just ahead of Petit's foot. Now, whether or not there's definitive enough evidence to overturn the call.
Yeah, it looks like they're that quick. It looks like it's going to be called an out.
And he is out. So that's a double play that ends the inning. Stretch time at New York. It's still 2-0 Angels.
let's take a look at their Honda upcoming schedule. And 3 more games here against the Yankees here at Yankee Stadium. The homestand finally see the Cleveland Indians, followed by the Minnesota Twins, and back on the road. Oakland Athletics, and then down the first time to Houston to take on the Astros in their ballpark.
In the bottom of the 7th inning, Matt Shoemaker to face Beltran, Rodriguez, and McCann. That's 3, 4, and 5. Shoe with 3 strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits allowed. And he's been very efficient thus far. Worked around a 2-out double in the 6th inning, getting Gardner to ground out with a man in scoring position. Carlos Beltran 1 for 2 with a single in the 1st. Ground out in the 4th.
Big inning for Shoemaker right now. This part of the lineup very good for the most part through this part, except for Beltran's first at bat with a base hit.
First one is in there for a strike.
Get another off-speed pitch, first pitch strike for Shoemaker. .21 batters faced for Shoe today, 15 first pitch strikes.
Beltran rips it foul. And it's 1-2. There's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Down goes Beltran. There's out number 1.
That was a nasty 2-seam fastball. Runs it in. Catch that inside corner. You have a hitter up there looking for split finger fastball. Instead, 2-seamer runs in, catches the corner frame very well by Jet Bandy.
So 1 out, nobody on, and here's Alex Rodriguez, who struck out twice.
Struck out Alex Rodriguez on a fastball in last at bat. Threw a fastball in, 2-seamer sinker down and in that one.
Lifted foul. This one headed toward the seats and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes.
And you can see what A-Rod's trying to do. He's trying to go inside out on that fastball, but late on it.
McCann is on deck. Jammed him. Fouled back.
Good life on his fastball shoot.
Yep.
94 on that fastball. Going fastball away, shook off to a split finger fastball.
Bouncer left side, that's Escobar. 2 down.
Another real good split finger fastball from Shoemaker. And the 3 fastballs in that at bat against Alex Rodriguez came with a split finger fastball and gets him the rollover ground ball to Escobar. .67 pitches thrown. At this point now, with 2 outs in the 7th inning for Shoe. Most pitches he's thrown in any inning, 13 of them in the 6th. And that's against a Yankee team known to be very patient. 67 pitches into the 7th for Shoemaker.
Good rip by McCann, fouls it straight back. The catcher 0 for 2. Fly ball to center and a ground ball to first. Matt Shoemaker so far through 6 2/3 has just come in and exploited a Yankees team offensively that has struggled this year. He's kept them off balance for the most part.
That two-seam fastball had some serious movement.
And you know what? Because of all of the splitters that we have seen Shoe throw now over 4 starts, he's able to maintain that velocity later in games. And all of a sudden you're thinking, all right, he's going to settle down. He's popping 94. That one's inside.
And
2 balls to the strike.
Exact arm angle on all his pitches, which as a hitter, tough to track. And this is the time where he's been very effective as far as throwing a split finger fastball. Hasn't been behind the count too often.
Missed low.
Tried it.
Yep.
Good patience there by McCann.
Three balls, 1 strike. McCann pulls one down the right field line. It is foul. It is just to the right of the foul pole. Dan Bellino, the first base umpire, with the call.
Says 314. I remember that old Yankee Stadium. I forget what it used to say down there too, but I was never convinced it was the exact number they put down that line also.
So you're saying they're alleging it's 314 feet.
It's close enough to it.
Full count, 2 outs. Here's the payoff. McCann drives this one out to deep right. That is a long way out of here. And the Yankees get on the board. It is a 2-1 Angels lead here in the 7th.
Well, that's one of the few split finger fastballs we've seen from Shoe that he's actually elevated and stayed upstairs. And McCann did not miss that mistake. A solo shot went after him. And that's the AT&T high-speed replay. A power swing. You see the reaction from Shoemaker. That's right belt high for McCann. His 8th home run of the season. A long way out here at Yankee Stadium.
One-0 count now. Starlin Castro is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. And Castro launches one out to deep left field, and this game is tied. Back-to-back home runs for the Yankees as Castro hits his 8th of the season.
And that looked like another split finger fastball. All of a sudden, that arm angle, the wrist is dropping. It's staying upstairs for Shoe. See how that ball, instead of, we were showing it earlier, how the ball would go down. And Castro knew he hit that one a long way. Just wondered if it's going to stay fair or not. Again, earlier showing that split going down. The last 2, lateral movement, what we saw in the beginning part of the season for Shoemaker. Again, it's been very, very good. Try to shake that one off right now and look for the offense to jumpstart it right back. The top of the 8th.
So 2 outs recorded, and all of a sudden McCann with a blast. Castro the other way. Both with their 8th home run of the season. Here's Didi Gregorius. The shortstop, 0 for 2. Fly ball to center and a ground ball to second. First pitch strike. Now in a 2-2 game, left-hander Andrew Miller getting ready for New York. No balls, 2 strikes. The Angels in the 8th inning will have Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols. There's Andrew Miller. One and 2. That's what's foul back. One, two. And Gregorius goes down swinging. Bandy has to throw down to first to complete the strikeout. He does. It ends the inning, but not before the Yankees tie it up on back-to-back home runs. We head to the 8th. The 2-2 game.
Patrick O'Neill, stick around after the game for Angels Live. Looking for a happy post-game show with Jose Mota with interviews and analysis. Now, what's with the subway? Well, I forgot my makeup back at the hotel. It's a long story. I don't really want to talk about it. But the good news is, with the subway system here in New York, the 4 train back to Manhattan and back here to Yankee Stadium, lost about an hour of game time. Or did I? No, I didn't miss any fabulous action on Fox Sports West because I got my Fox Sports Go app. Victor and Mark, you guys sound fabulous. Now bring this one home. Let's go Halos.
That's appreciated, Patrick.
Yeah, he's got some guts doing that down there.
He's been on a mission of late.
Yes.
Turning it out, who's in, who's out. Andrew Miller replaces Masahiro Tanaka. He'll pitch the 8th inning. 24th game, 2-0 record, a 1.14 ERA. Facing Cole Calhoun, Mike Trout, and Albert Pujols in the 8th.
The amazing thing about Miller, like the rest of the guys, a lot of them out of the bullpen for the Yankees. Miller has a fastball 92 to 96 and a slider, but he throws 62% of his pitches are sliders, even though he throws mid to upper 90s.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's that
Cole's
slider right there, Victor.
Yeah, Cole's had 1 at-bat in his career against Andrew Miller and resulted in a strikeout. Miller now in his 2nd season with the Yankees, signing a free agent deal prior to last year. 36 saves last season for New York. Cole rips this one down the line, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's the thing when you see these arms out of the bullpen, this back end of the bullpen. The strikeouts, 55 for Betances, 42 for Miller, and 18 in just 12 innings for Chapman. power arms. It's the difficult part of the bullpen to deal with the Yankees right now.
That's a called strike 3, 1 down.
There's a slider once again. Upper part of the strike zone. Took a little bit off that slider.
His 43rd strikeout Miller's recorded in 24 innings. Facing Trout now. Mike's 0 for 2. A fly ball to center, a walk, and a ground out. Trout 1 for 2 in his career.
He would love a slider like that again, Victor. In the inner half of the plate, he can turn on that one right down the left field line.
No balls, 2 strikes. Way outside. And it's 1-2.
Trout, 297 hitter when he's behind in the count. It's pretty amazing. Consider that. You're behind in the count, you have to deal with pitchers' pitches at that point. Still nearly a 300 batting average in that scenario.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Back to that slider.
That's a wicked slider. Having a little harder one. The slider anywhere between 82 to 86, even 87 range.
Miller originally a first-round pick, 6th overall by the Tigers out of the University of North Carolina. 2-2. Upstairs, full count. Pujols on deck.
It's amazing with Trout. Behind the count 0-2. And per the norm, seen a lot of pitches coming into the game. 4.53 pitches per plate appearance.
Here's a payoff. Trout takes a called strike 3 on the outside corner, 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Miller.
And this one looks like it does catch the strike zone. Even though you have a catcher setting up in and he reaches out across the plate, that one got the strike zone. The second pitch of the at-bat was definitely out of the strike zone.
That's been the Phil Cuzzy strike zone on both sides.
He's
the entire night. He's been consistent.
Very fair to both sides.
There should be a hitter that comes up there and is surprised in the 8th inning.
No, and that's another one of those pitches just a little bit off the outside corner. And this is the spot where Albert's been very good. 28th career home run yesterday, 8th inning or later. Only David Ortiz with more. Amongst active players here. The moments where Albert has excelled.
He's 3 for 7 in his career with a home run against Miller. But in the hole now. And no balls and 2 strikes. Tied at 2 with 2 outs and nobody on here in the 8th. Yankees tying it in the 7th with back-to-back home runs. Albert goes down swinging. Miller strikes out the side. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, still tied at 2. Standing up 8-9-1. Matt Shoemaker back out on the mound. Save for the 2 pitches he threw to McCann and Castro. It's been a solid start for him. 5 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed. Headley cuts through that first one, and he's in the hole at 0-1.
It's still real good life on his fastball. That one at 91.
No balls, 2 strikes.
You got a hitter right there looking off speed now. The 2 home runs hit last inning. McCann, Castro, split finger fastballs that did not go straight down and went lateral movement.
Down goes Headley for out number 1.
That straight down, very similar to the pitch he threw to Gregorius to get that last out of last inning. Great action, good mechanics, over the top, split finger fastball at the knees, finish in the dirt, swing and miss by Shoemaker.
Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here. Aaron Hicks will be pinch hitting for Ref Snyder, who finishes the game going 0 for 2.
Interesting thing about this for Hicks, and then Charles Nagy is going to quickly go out to talk to Shoemaker. Hicks 3 for 7 in his career versus Shoemaker. .429 batting average with 2 RBI.
He's hit 195 this year. Couple of home runs, 12 runs batted in. His pinch hitter's 0 for 2. Jose Alvarez getting ready. Yankees have a couple of left-handed batters coming up. Ellsbury and Gardner. No balls and a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Aroldis Chapman now getting ready for the Yankees.
This is a slightly firmer fastball from Chapman.
King of velo.
Yeah.
0-2 to Hicks. Ground ball right side. Crone to the backhand has it. 2 down. Hey, Pepsi Emojis will take over Angel Stadium on Tuesday, June 14th. Angels taking on the Twins at 7:05. Pepsi has set to break a world record with Pepsi Emoji, and fans can stay after the game for a special performance by Grace and Flowrida. Visit angels.com/promotion to purchase your tickets today. I love how you just lean back when I say
Oh yeah.
Flowrida.
My house.
In the house.
Oh yeah.
That's Tuesday night after the game.
Can't wait. Getting that split finger fastball over for a first pitch strike. Back-to-back batters for Shoe.
Ellsbury multi-hit game with a single and a double, 2 for 3 overall. No balls, 2 strikes. 88 pitches for Shoemaker. 66 strikes.
It's an amazing percentage. That's a 3-to-1 ratio as far as strikes to pitches out of the strike zone.
And Ellsbury golfs one out to right field. That's a pretty good piece of hitting. Pitch down and out of the strike zone.
Almost like he hit it right out of the glove.
Yeah.
Jet Bandy.
A 3-hit game for Ellsbury.
This is split finger fastball. It's a good pitch as far as being down, but it was on the inner half of the plate though. Now if that goes just a little bit away, he's out. But it drifted. It's down, middle to middle in. He was able to get a piece of that in the right field.
Gardner 0 for 3. 3 ground ball outs to the right side of the infield. Twice to Cron, once to Giavatello.
My Shoemaker has a pickoff this year, but it's been one where he's allowed the runner to establish himself and quickly throw over the first base. That's not his A move. That's just the one just to show a move over to first base. It's the time where we'll let Ellsbury get a little bit further off the base and then quickly throw over. Shoemaker looking over. Ellsbury has not taken his lead yet. He probably has that scouting report that he's got a quick move before he even attempts to get into stretch position.
One ball, no strikes. The Angels with 2 runs on 6 hits have left 5 men on base. The Yankees with 2 runs, 7 hits have stranded 2. Good lead for Ellsbury at first base.
It's real interesting how Ellsbury's not establishing his lead until Shoemaker goes into his stretch position. Staying there right on the base. Shoemaker looks over. That's his quickest move. But Ellsbury's not moving yet. Now he will move once he gets in his stretch position.
One-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, focusing on Ellsbury is all fine and good. You've got 2 outs here. You've got a guy at the plate that is grounded out, rolled out 3 times.
There's
that last out.
A tough time with pitches away. And Bandy thrown out 2 out of the 5 base runners that try to steal against him. He's thrown out 48% of base stealers down in AAA, so he has a good quick release.
Good lead again for Ellsbury at first, and they'll check in on him. Outfield a little bit deeper than normal with Gardner at the plate because of Ellsbury being over at first. 2-0. Goes with the off-speed pitch. It's 2-1.
So she's going through a series of signs. This is a count right now. Ellsbury may be going.
One count with 2 outs. Ellsbury on board with a 2-out single. Gardner flips one out towards center field. Here comes Mike Trout, and he'll let that one bounce in front of him. Well, I thought he got a good enough jump where he was going to make that catch easily. Instead, it drops in there, and the Yankees have runners at first and third.
And the interesting thing, he looked over and asked Cole, did he feel that he still had a shot at that angle? And I think Trouty had a shot at that ball. Off the end of the bat, a perfect pitch from Shoemaker.
Love to have that one back, that's for sure, because it looked as if he was there in plenty of time. Well, it falls in. The go-ahead run standing at third base now. Mike Scioscia's going to take the ball here. Jose Alvarez is going to come on in relief here, and they'll spin Beltran around to hit from the right side. Pitching change. The Yankees threatening with 2 outs in the 8th in a 2-2 game. Pitches back-to-back 2-out singles here in the 8th inning. That's what happened in the 7th. Back-to-back home runs with 2 outs. And the Angels call on Jose Alvarez. Interesting in that because it spins Beltran around to the right side, and we've already talked about it ad nauseum this year, the struggles that Alvarez has had against right-handed batters. First and third, and the first one is in for a strike. Carlos Beltran 1 for 3, a single back in the first inning. From the right side of the plate this year, a .246 average with 3 of his 13 home runs. This one's out to right field, chasing Cole back, still going back. He's at the wall, and that is gone. A 3-run home run by Carlos Beltran. And the Yankees have taken a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 8th.
It's a fastball out over the plate. One of those fly balls we talked about earlier, how it drifts out here in the right center field. Most other yards, probably an out. But Beltran been hot of late. His 14th home run, now 36 RBIs.
Here's Alex Rodriguez. Takes a strike. Two of those 3 runs, of course, charged to Shoemaker, so he gives up 4 in his 7 2/3. This one's hit up the middle, a rocket, and a terrific play by Johnny Giavitello, robbing Alex Rodriguez of a base hit. But damage done as Beltran goes deep. We head to the ninth. The Angels now trail at 5-2. Over on the mound here in the ninth inning with the Yankees leading at 5-2. Chapman on the season, pitching in his 14th game, no record at 2.25 ERA, 9 saves, 12 innings, 10 hits, 18 strikeouts, and 3 walks.
Fastball is going to be 97 to 100, 101 range. Slider changeup.
TJ Crone to lead things off. First fastball down and in. Crone 1 for 3 with a single in the 6th inning. One. Andrew Miller, the pitcher of record, he pitched the 1-2-3/8 with 3 strikeouts. It's 1-2. Crone goes down swinging for the first out.
Back-to-back sliders. Chapman.
You mentioned this part of the bullpen. Betances, Miller, and Chapman. How good they have been this year.
15.3 strikeouts per 9 innings in his career. Highest ratio in Major League history with at least 300+ innings. Each one of those 3 well over 1 strikeout per 9 inning.
Little flare on the first base side, foul territory, and that is caught at the wall. That is a terrific play.
Like Parmalee was able to run that one down. Tracked that one well, looked at the wall, knew exactly where it was, reaches up and makes the play.
Jeffrey Marte is going to pinch hit here for Rafael Ortega. No balls and a strike.
100-mile-an-hour fastball there, Victor.
Tailing action. Jeffrey 6 for 16 this year with 3 doubles, a home run, and 3 runs batted in.
That's a changeup at 89. And what a great game by Shoemaker, too, to be in position now to possibly pick up the loss here now.
Two balls and a strike.
There's Shoemaker. Excellent stuff throughout this entire game. A couple of mistakes. McCann and Castro. And McCann homered on this exact date last year against the Angels. Hit one today to make it 2-1 before Castro tied it up at 2.
Pop up first base side again. And the Yankees take game 1 by the final of 5-2.
And we talked about how to avoid that back end of the bullpen for the Yankees. Unable to do so as the Yankees came back and used the long ball to win this game. 3 home runs hit by the Yankees, including the big blow by Carlos Beltran. And Chapman picks up the save. Andrew Miller with the W. But unfortunately, Matt Shoemaker has to pick up the loss.
Jose Alvarez giving up the go-ahead home run to Carlos Beltran in the bottom of the 8th inning. Angels drop the opener of this 4-game set by the final of 5-2. Stick around. Angels Live post-game is coming up next.